Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Profesor Raden Tuti Saribulan. Saya adalah dosen dari Fakultas Ekonomi, Prodi Ekonomi dan Bisnis. Dan saya juga sebagai pembimbing skripsi yang kebetulan sebagai pembimbing satu pada mahasiswa yang bernama Dewi Ayu Utami. Judul skripsinya ini baru proposal, judulnya Pengaruh Efikasi Diri, Regulasi Diri, dan grip terhadap stres akademik pada siswa manajemen perkantoran dan layanan bisnis atau disingkat MPLB di SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and peace be upon us all. On this occasion, I will present my proposal entitled The Effect of Self-Efficacy, Self-Regulation, and Grit on Academic Stress in Office Management and Business Service, MPLB, Students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. The Honorable Profesor Dr. R.D. Tuti Saribulan, MSI, as a supervising lecturer, and Mr. Maulana Amirul Adha, MPD, as the second supervisor. Introduce myself, Dewi Ayu Utami, with name 170962008. Office Administration Education Study Program, Class of 2020. My subjects are Introduction, Literature Review, and Research Methods. Immediately, this research is motivated by the Education Unit. Education is effort to develop capable and quality human research. One of the education levels is SMK or Vocational High School, which prepares students to enter the world of work by being equipped with relevant knowledge and skills. But in fact, students face various challenges, including academic pressure. This can be seen from three new researches that inform about academic stress among adolescents. First, sources obtained from the World Health Organization website, which informs that there are 800,000 recorded suicides each year, and some of these cases occur among adolescents. There has been a dramatic increase in suicide in the United States among adolescents 18 to 44. Adolescents 18 to 24. Meanwhile, in South Korea, the suicide case ranks 10th highest in the world. In this case, school-age children are ranked second in suicide cases that cause stress due to parental obsession, so that their children get high grades in school. The second, the research obtained from the website of the Institute of Mental Health, which informs that the disorder is related to stress. Received 204,000. Received 204,000 cases from 2012 to 2017, treating children aged 6 to 18 years. And finally, sources obtained from the tribunnews.com page inform that in Kuala Langat, Malaysia, high school students experience severe stress and stable BK teachers at their school due to strict school rules. In this case, to see how the actual condition of academic stress at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta, I conducted pre-research by distributing a temporary questionnaire consisting of indicators of academic stress to 30 students. I distribute the questionnaires to class 12 students. Based on the interim research result, it can be seen that most students often experience academic stress with physical indicators marked in blue, which have physical assessment that can cause academic stress, which includes fatigue, moist and cold hands, and headaches after studying, with an average percentage of 24.3% answering yes and 5.7% answering no. In addition, behavioral indicators marked in orange, such difficulty sleeping, difficulty managing schedules, and frequent complaints, with an average percentage of 56.8% answering yes and 43.2% answering no. Furthermore, indicators of the mind marked in gray, such as difficulty remembering information and difficulty determining priorities, with an average percentage of 43.3% answering yes and 56.7% answering no. And finally, there are emotional indicators marked in yellow, including irritability and feeling ignored, with an average percentage of 40 answering yes and 60 answering no. Furthermore, there is a research gap. Judging from the description of several previous researches, such as the Santi study in 2021, only examined the self-efficacy variables to academic stress. Siddiq's research in 2021 only examined self-regulation variables to academic stress. And Chandra research in 2022 only examined variables of self-regulation, grit, and academic stress, where different research results were obtained, causing research gaps. And so, based on the problem description and gap research, I am interested in doing this research. Although there are several studies that have been conducted on the effect of self-efficacy, self-regulation, and grit on students' academic stress, there is still a lack of research that specifically addresses this topic in office management and business service students. Therefore, it is hoped that this research can contribute to this minimal field of research. So that the formulation of this research problem is there a direct effect of self-efficacy on grade in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there a direct influence of self-regulation on grade in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there a direct effect of self-efficacy on academic stress in MPLB student at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there a direct influence of self-regulation on academic stress in MPLB student at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there a direct effect of grit on academic stress in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there an indirect effect of self-efficacy on academic stress through grit in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? Is there an indirect influence of self-regulation on academic stress through grit on MPLB student at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta? So, the purpose of the research is the direct effect of self-efficacy on the grade of MPLB student at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta, the direct influence of self-regulation on the grade of MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta, The direct effect of self-efficacy on the academic stress of MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. Direct effect of self-regulation on academic stress in MPLB student at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. Direct effect of grade on academic stress in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. Indirect effect of self-efficacy on academic stress through grade in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. Indirect effects of self-regulation on academic stress through grade in MPLB students at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. The benefits of this research have two benefits, namely theoretical benefits and practical benefits. Theoretical benefits are used as information in the form of real data and image, strengthen and develop existing theories, become a reference for future research, and can add insight, informed knowledge, especially about self-efficacy, self-regulation, grit, and academic stress that can be used as literature. Practical benefits are used for researchers to add knowledge and as literature in libraries of reference for future research materials for researchers who want to do the same research. For UNJ, it is used for consideration in policy marking related to the avoidance of academic stress both in the UNJ academic community or emerging policy making in the regions. For schools and teachers, it is hoped that it can be applied and utilized by school and teacher, especially counseling guidance teachers who have a big role in providing assistance to students to manage academic stress in the learning process in accordance with student needs and expectations. Students are expected to help students to have the ability to manage academic stress. And for readers, it is expected to be a contribution to science and add to the literature on academic stress and its effects of self-efficacy, self-regulation, and grit. Next, there is a theoretical basis. According to Ken 2022, suggests that self-efficacy refers to an individual's belief in her ability to plan and perform the action necessary to achieve certain results. According to Octavianti 2021, suggests that self-regulation is a concept that students have in thinking, behaving, and directing their feelings to intervene independently in achieving learning targets. According to Wardani et al. 2021, it is perseverance and consistency process by a person to achieve goals in the long term and consistently always behave and work hard when dealing with many problems persistently. According to Faiza et al. 2022, academic stress is a condition felt by individuals including physical, emotional, thinking, and behavioral reaction that occur due to pressure from academic conditions. Furthermore, there are 28 relevant research results. It can be seen that the name of the researcher's title and variables are the same as the research I will do. Furthermore, for the theoretical framework, there are independent variables which include X1 self-efficacy, X2 self-regulation, and X3 grit, and one dependent variable is the Y variable of academic stress. can be seen among the influence of variables include the self-efficacy against greed, self-regulation of greed, self-efficacy against academic stress, self-regulation of academic stress, greed against academic stress, self-efficacy against academic stress stroke greed, self-regulation of academic stress stroke greed. There are also sources from previous studies with information that all variables influence each other. Then for the constellation of research, you can see the chart image on the slide with the caption X1 is self-efficacy, self-regulation, and greed as independent variables, and academic stress as a dependent variable. So, the research hypothesis 1, H1, there is a direct effect between self-efficacy on grade in NPL-based students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H2, there is a direct influence between self-regulation and grade in NPLB student of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H3, there is a direct influence between self-efficacy on academic stress in NPLB students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H4, there is a direct influence between self-regulation and academic stress in NPLB students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H5, there is a direct influence between grade on academic stress in NPLB students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H6, there is an indirect effect of self-efficacy on academic stress stroke grade in NPLB students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. H7, there is an indirect influence of self-regulation on academic stress stroke grade in NPLB students of SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta. For the research methods, I did research at SMK Negeri 16 Jakarta on Jalan Taman Amir Hamzah, Central Jakarta. The research I conducted used quantitative methods using Likert scale model questionnaires. The population in grade 10, 11, and 12 students in the NPLB department with a sample of 122 standard. Data collection techniques in this study were carried out using survey methods. One of them is a questionnaire by giving statement to respondents for answering. And for data analysis techniques will be carried out using path analysis techniques or path analysis, as well as data processing using SmartPLS version 4. With several steps, the first, descriptive data analysis, 2, statistical data analysis using with measurement model in outer model, 2, structural model in inner model, and last, hypothesis testing with direct effect analysis and indirect effect analysis. Okay, that's all the explanation of my presentation. More or less, I'm sorry and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.